goodwill message. So in absentia, let me thank the former president of Ghana for finding time to be with us and for the very elucidating paper that he has just delivered. So I see I have a few panelists here, particularly my colleague, GSM. You can say GSM Daga SP, Senate President. Your ambassador in the government of the day. So, in a nutshell, let me recognize the former governor of Ekiti State, who just apologized to us now that he was not talking about coup. He was only referring to the need to address some of the disenchantments in the society. So I thank him for that, because coup is not an option. The president of the bar, the Lagos State governor, was very right that we should try and take some of the traffic away when we are going back to our destinations. We have from South Africa, one of the justices from South Africa. We even have the president of the bar from Ghana and other jurisdictions who are here, only to show the fact that the NBA is growing and growing stronger and stronger and stronger every day. May God continue to bless all of you for your dedication in Jesus' name. It brings me very immense pride and joy to join you in this 64th Annual General Conference of our great and historic association, the Nigerian Bar Association. Not only was this body at the center of raising awareness about the need for independence as a nation, it played a very pivotal role in shaping the legal and political landscape that facilitated our path to independence in 1960. And for this, we must, on a daily basis, pray and celebrate our trailblazers, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Akpabio Awolowo, Sir Ahmadu Bello, and a host of others. The Nigerian Bar Association boasts of a very rich and proud history, grounded in the principles of justice, independence, and unwavering pursuit of excellence. While we take pride in our past, we must not rest on our laurels. Instead, let us move forward welcoming the future with open hearts and minds. As we gather, let us remember that our strength lies not only in our numbers, but also in our unified purpose. We are not merely a crowd. We are a very formidable force for positive change in Africa, not Nigeria alone. This convocation stands as a symbol of our unwavering commitment to our pedigree, a testament to our commitment to the rule of law, and a reflection of our collective determination to rejuvenate our beloved nation. The theme of this conference is very apt as we embrace pressing forward, a national posture for rebuilding Nigeria. Let us remember that yesterday's mindset took us to where we are today. And today's mindset will definitely take us to where we will be tomorrow. To truly embody our theme and reshape our nation, we must change our thinking, we must change our attitudes, and a total paradigm shift. We must transform our minds. This has become the rallying cry of the current president of our dear country, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. His administration is defining the pathway for us to make the Renewed Hope program a reality. I want to extend my gratitude to the national president of our esteemed association, President Yakubu Maikao, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and his team for their vision in crafting such a patriotic theme. With over 16,000 participants present in this gathering, we possess the potential not only to transform Nigeria, not only to transform West Africa, but to transform the entirety of our continent. To do this, we must have a dream. While many in the United States devised strategies to combat segregation, it was one man, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who inspired the nation with his dream and awakened America to a new dawn of justice. For me, I entered politics with a dream of my own, and coincidentally, one that aligns with our shared aspiration as lawyers to rebuild my state and to assist to rebuild our nation. With that dream, I rebuilt Akpabio State. I rebuilt Akpabio State. My people are here in the crowd. They can testify. And that was what Nigeria came to know as uncommon transformation. So together with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we can rebuild Nigeria. This is the formula. If our dreams should ignite a tiny spark of aspiration amongst those gathered here tonight, it could mark a pivotal moment for Nigeria. And the Renewed Hope program will definitely be a success. That tiny spark could lead to a massive movement for change in this country. Therefore, let us be united in our mission for our dear country and dream of a future brimming with promise and opportunities. We are the guardians of justice and the champions of democracy and the bearers of the ideals that tend to unite Africa. Our profession is more than a career. It is a noble pursuit that demands integrity, courage, and unwavering commitment. Nation building is a shared responsibility, not solely the domain of government alone. It requires the active involvement of every Nigerian, every African. Lawyers play a very pivotal role in shaping the moral fabric of any society. I firmly believe that every lawyer possesses that potential to be a catalyst for change, embodying the values of justice and integrity. Coincidentally, many of my colleagues here, for those in the classes of 87, 88, and all that, some people should not be afraid if they were not born. I remember our late Bironke used to teach us that lawyers do not need to do well, but the society must see you as doing well, otherwise they lose confidence in the law. So I couldn't recognize Lagos, but I recall when I used to be at Ojo Elegba, if I don't have money in my pocket for transport, once I see a colleague, I will say, do you have change? Because it is expected that the lawyer has money. The problem he has is change to pay taxes. So, as we contemplate the challenges ahead, economic instability, social injustices, and the quest for political stability, let us remember that within each challenge lies an opportunity. We are at a crucial junction in our history, a time that demands bold action and resolute determination. We must rise above our challenges with renewed hope and tenacity. Like the eagle, we should not shy away from the storm, but harness its wings, the wings of the storm, to ascend to the highest heights. As the chairman of the 10th National Assembly, I want to assure you of my and our unwavering commitment to contributing to the nation-building process. Our legislative agenda prioritizes laws that stimulate economic growth, enhance security, and promote social justice. We are diligently working hard with my dear colleagues to create a robust legal framework that will support the aspirations of all Nigerians. We believe strongly that there is no stain in our country that we cannot erase if we stand together in brotherhood. That is why we went back to that national anthem, that though tribes and tongues may differ, though professions may differ, in brotherhood we stand. So just the former president of Ghana has left. Otherwise, he would have known why we went back, because we want to rebuild the future of this country. Remembering that we may come from different tribes, different backgrounds, different ethnic groups, and different tongues. But in brotherhood, we stand. So recently we enacted a bill, signed it into an act of parliament by Mr. President, aimed at improving the salaries, allowances, and the welfare of judicial officers in this country. And we worked with your outgoing president of the bar and his team. Additionally, we are considering legislation to address the welfare of non-judicial workers who play a very crucial role in the success of our judicial system. We acknowledge that the National Assembly is not merely a legislative body. It must serve as a critical institution in the democratic process, ensuring checks and balances within the government. We are dedicated to upholding the principles of democracy, transparency, and accountability. Thank God Fayemi is not here, because I heard him making reference to coup, but he apologized. Our aim is to foster an environment where the rule of law prevails and every Nigerian has the opportunity to thrive. For the younger lawyers amongst us, I hope you know the meaning of coup is the denial of your freedom. I hope you know that. The current administration's Hope Revival agenda serves as a blueprint for renewing the hope and confidence of Nigerians in their government and in their future. This agenda centers on three key pillars: economic revitalization, social cohesion, and national security. The 10th National Assembly is fully aligned with this agenda, and we are collaborating closely with the executive branch to enact those laws that will create jobs, improve living standards for our citizens, and bring about total security in the nation. We are focused on strengthening the security infrastructure to ensure that all Nigerians can live in peace and safety. So, distinguished learned colleagues, let this year's conference transcend the notion of a mere event. Let it become a movement, one that seeks to inspire, innovate, and ignite a passion for a paradigm shift across the entirety of our dear country, and even in West Africa. Let us collaborate to strengthen our legal institutions, promote the rule of law, ensure that justice is accessible to all. Let us be the voice of the voiceless, as stated by President Mahama, an advocate for the marginalized, and a defender of democracy. Let us remember that in the pursuit of justice, silence equates complicity. I would like to express my profound gratitude to the outgoing president and his team for collaborating with the Nigerian Parliament to create legislations that have impacted so far on the judiciary positively and the legal system in general. I look forward to a much more robust relationship between the National Assembly that I chair and the incoming Nigerian Bar Association executives, led by Mercy Afam-Osikwe, opportunity to flourish, and where our great nation stands proudly among the Committee of Nations in Africa. Let us remember that the nation's strength is measured by its commitment to justice for all. Our dedication to justice is the foundation upon which we will build a stronger, a more peaceful, and a much more united Nigeria. Before I close, I just want to say that I was very excited when I heard the need for you to set up a pro bono department in the Nigerian Bar Association. And this is a very welcome development for we politicians, because it will it will reduce the cost of litigation. Senior advocates of Nigeria will no longer even think of dollarizing the fees that they charge politicians. So I was excited. That's my takeaway. For my brother, former President Okocha, it means I can hire you in 2027, and then you will do the job properly. Am I right? So this is where I got very excited that I'm here when this history is being made. That SANs are now going to charge politicians nothing, and they will appear free for us so that the cost of litigation will be transferred to the masses of this country. I want to wish all of us a very fruitful conference, and may the outcome be sent to the Nigerian National Assembly so that those that require legislations, we will do justice to those ones. But please, finally, I want you to know something. Standing before you is the chairman of the National Assembly, but most importantly, the ambassador of the Nigerian Bar Association in Abuja. I thank you for listening to me, and may God bless all of us.